All right.
That's a 21 on them.
21. Yeah. He knows Vbeast, man. I should have brought cards. Photo shoot with Vbeast. All right.
This a breather right here?
Yeah.
That's the breather?
Mm-hmm.
What that is? You got a dash camera on that?
Yeah. Dash camera. Oh my gosh. No, dude. Yeah, it's a dash camera. Oh my gosh. Okay. If I didn't say it already, Vbeast guys, what's up? Let's go ahead and get this review. You know, this isn't really working out too well here. And we see line up, line up, line up. You need to go over there. He's not going over there. Okay. There he goes. All right, so let's get into it. Let's do the reviews like I like to do the reviews. Ooh, heel toe shifter. It's down there. This is a 2022 Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide with this amazing looking orange. And you can look at the price at the website, but since it's here, yeah, I don't know how much it is. I didn't read that fast. It's like $40-something thousand. It's pretty much has the catalog on it from Harley-Davidson. So just like every Road Glide, it's amazing, in my opinion. Good power for a big bike. This has the 117, and I'm already going into the positives, even though I like to do the negative first, because we all hate negatives. Let's just face it. It's always good to end on a good note, so I go negative first. Let me just run through the negatives very, very quickly on the CVO 2022 CVO Road Glide. It's definitely going to be the bars. I am 6'3" with a 34-inch inseam, and I am 220-ish pounds. Okay, it has a heavy breather down here, which is kind of impeding on my shin. That's not cool. I don't like it. And that's something I would definitely change without a doubt. All right, so the negatives on this bike, let's get to it. There is not really any more negatives. It's a CVO. It has a lot of features that people like. It has a big 117 cubic inch V twin on it. Now, I personally think the 131 should have been in the CVOs, the 22 model year, because you can get, like what is behind me, if you can see it in that review, a Road Glide ST, which I rode, and it's a really awesome, fun bike with that 117 in it. I really enjoyed it. And this thing has the same motor, but I think it should have had the 131, or at least like the 122 minimum. I think they got a 122 kit. Yeah. But this has a 21-inch wheel on it, as that one gentleman was asking, as he was taking pictures of it. And it's actually, you know what? It's swinging and banging, man. No big deal. It handles nice. I could tell that the rake is a little different from the ST, Road Glide ST. Now the Road Glide ST, it feels like, I know it's the same bike, but it feels slightly smaller than this one, than the CV. I do not know why, and it's probably because of that 21-inch wheel on the front. Now that is definitely not a downgrade for me, because I think a 21 is still small enough on the wheel side where it's not going to drastically affect your geometry and throw everything off, to where when you hit in the corner, it's not just wrecking you or anything like that. It's not like a big wheel. A big wheel bagger, those wheels, they act as giant gyros. They still do handle, but they honestly don't handle as well. Oh, got it into neutral. Okay, so you got these nice cubbies here that fall flat, like a soft close, soft shut, whatever. It's nice. You know, this thing, it has a very short windscreen, and it has this to close off the wind coming through. Right now it's a little warm, so we need to hurry up and get out of here so I can get some wind through that. Ooh. Does everybody have to use their blinker? No. The tip in, even though it's got that 21-inch wheel on the front, it is very good. Now let's try the suspension. It's fine. It's actually set up probably for someone my weight, that 200 range, or just almost 200 or 200, because it absorbed that bump nicely. Now if you're going up to speed, it gets a little jarring perhaps because the suspension is a little bit, it's the shorter shock than that one right there, the Ultra, or the Limited, Limited, Ultra. Yo, their names just sometimes get ridiculous. There's so many. I could be like, hey man, you know, Street Glide, Road King Standard, blah blah. Yeah, there's so much. Get in neutral. Yeah, I completely skipped neutral. That's probably 4 or 5 times I have just blown past neutral on these test rides. So the CVO Road King has an upgraded, now that was a big bump. It took it pretty decently. Now this one right here, the CVOs, they have an upgraded Rockford Fosgate stereo system. Now I'm assuming it has like I probably assume correctly, hopefully, that the amp has a bigger amp to it because this bike has 4 speakers in it. As you can see, these are 3-way speakers, so it has 2 tweeters and a woofer, 2 tweeters and a woofer, and the 5x7s in the bags, I believe, are the same. Now there's nothing, what's going on here? There's nothing wrong with 5x7s, but I wish Harley Davidson would have put 6x9s. That's my flavor right there. They're louder, they got more bass to them. Yeah. But you know, whatever. It's a lot cheaper to put a 5x7, and you get a little bit more bag space. Now I definitely would not care if I had this bike because it's got some pep to it. It's got good sound. Of course, that air cleaner down there would just have to, that's gone, man. That thing is gone. If you're 6'3", around the 6 foot-ish, your foot is not gonna go under that thing, man. It is insane. It's annoying, so annoying. Ooh, wasn't even giving it the gas, man. Not even giving it the juice. It just feels so smooth. It's very smooth. The 117 is extremely smooth in this CVO, and it's a stark difference from, let's say, the Lowrider S with the 117, the 22 Lowrider S with the 117. That is, I mean, the Lowrider S just feels like it is on a mission for speed, and it wants to just rip through the corners and just take out everybody all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like Mad Max, I'm just gonna romp on it. That's what it feels like. It's just so much sporty feeling versus this big gigantic beastie Road Glide. Yo man, we know we're stopping, bro. I like his hand signals though. I don't know if he works at Harley. Maybe he does. Look how they all put their feet down. Back brake, people, back brake. People hate using their back brakes, man. Yo, you guys need to watch my channel whenever I do how to ride. Back brakes, man. Back brakes are your friend. Rin, rin, rin. Oh my gosh, this is just so fun to ride this bike too. I can see why people like the CVO. I mean, I feel like I'm riding a very expensive motorcycle. I mean, it just feels super solid. This thing feels, here's a bump. Man, it absorbed it fine. I didn't even really feel it. Unlike the Fat Bob up there. I saw that dude bouncing off a little bit. But this bike is very, very smooth. Even though it's a 117, it's predictable. The power's predictable. If I give it a little bit of gas, it's taking me a little bit of the way, and if I dump the throttle, then I'm gonna dump right into my seat and just get thrown back and just start shredding up some of those corners as much as you can in a CVO. Of course, I'm not shredding any corners right now let's kick it down to, I don't even know what gear I'm in. That's one thing I don't like is, all right there, 4th gear. I'm in 4th gear. All right, it's a little small, but at least it's very, very clear, even though the sun is directly on the gauges. That bump was a little harsh. It was a weird like multiple bumps in one. But so far, this thing, it rides like a $40,000 bike, in my opinion. There's some definite feedback in the suspension, which is not a bad thing. It does have the shorter shock. It is a lot different from that one in front of me on the left, the Limited, and the one behind me on my left as well, the Road Glide ST. Those are different because they do have the taller shock, which I prefer the taller shock when riding. Now, as far as looks go, I prefer the shorter shock. I'm extremely low. Of course, I'm 6'3", so take that for a grain of salt. Has a low seat height anyways. But yeah, the Road Glide is amazing. It has little cool things like this flush mount cap, gas cap, which you push in, it pops up. And it has, of course, like the specials, blacked out dash, but it has the chrome bars. It has the CVO mirrors, which you can get in the catalog. I don't even know if they're CVO mirrors. They're just Harley mirrors. They're Screaming Eagle, possibly. It has cool little badging right here. I mean, there's a little bitty things, CVO here, CVO here. It's got a different center dash on the tank. It has grips already. It has my favorite thing, which in the past I would have said that's an old person thing. It is the heel toe shifter. I love the heel toe shifter. Man, people just get caught at the light all the time. No bump? Eh, it took it fine. Now the seat is okay. It's a good looking seat, but I don't know if I can necessarily go the distance on it. It's a little bit lower profile. It has a cupping effect, which is nice, but I don't know. We don't ride too far here on these demo rides. I can't attest to that, but it seems like I could do a good 150 miles on it, if not a little bit more. And this bike overall, I could do quite a bit of mileage. As is, even with these stupid bars that I hate. But yeah, it has all these other things on the CVO that the specials and the standards do not have. And if you're looking for something, a bike that has everything on it, and you don't really want to change anything, that's fine. Just get a CVO. I mean, you're going to spend the coin up front, but it has everything you could want on a cool looking, very kind of like just a cool bagger, man. I mean, it's just a cool bagger. It has everything you could possibly want. Nice stereo, big wheel, not too big, decent suspension, nice sound, even though I changed those out for way better mufflers. Yo, man, you're too close, man. And going through here, losing everybody. That's some good sound right there. Son, that's that Texas accent coming in. That's some good sound right there, son. Woo! Broke the back wheel loose a little bit. That traction control kicked in. There you go, 117, baby. It's nice. Okay. There's so much to say about a CVO. I mean, it's just a fun bike to ride. Woohoo! Let's take this bump right here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright guys, this has been a rider review. It rides well, brakes well, corners well, does everything a motorcycle should, and since it's a CVO, it does it in style. With that being said, ride what you ride, keep it Vbeast mode, and ride till the wheels fall off. This has been another random weekday video by your very own Vbeast. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, have a Vbeast day.